Welcome, Exiles. The energy shield switch is upon us. I just did this last night till like 3 a.m. Was really tired doing it. Hopefully I set up this character well. I didn't really min-max my keybinds and everything, so I'm not sure I really have everything quite where I want it. I might do flammability instead of frost shield for now, because I'm used to playing with flammability, so I think I'll keep it at that to start off with. Just so I have more familiar keybinds to myself. But this character is looking pretty good. We made all the gear yesterday on stream with recombinators. I'm really happy with the results. All this gear I'm showcasing you, we did for, it was around the range of 15 to 20x is how much we spent yesterday crafting this gear. And I'm really happy with how the stuff turned out. Recombinators are fantastic. I would never be able to get close to this level of gear for 15x crafting in last league. No shot. This gear, recombinators are awesome. For myself, I've definitely would say the best method is going for 2 items that both have good mods and very low count of bad mods. Like 3 good mods, maybe 1 bad mod. And especially when you're trying to, say, get like a perfect set of prefixes, like for myself, when I was going for this chess piece, if you have a chess piece that has 2 prefixes that share a mod, like say you have flat T1 evasion ES, flat T1 evasion ES, and then you have percent evasion ES, and then hybrid percent, or like the 40 hybrid one, that's stun and blocker one. If you have basically similar mods, but all T1s, then we combine, there's a lot higher chance that you're going to get the 3 good mods out of it. So, very happy with how this character's gear has been turning out with recombinators. All in all, for stats, we have about 50k evasion. This should go up as we progress the character a little bit. There's some gearing I think we can improve upon this, but for right now it's 50k evasion. Like, for example, if we get a Watcher's Eye with flat evade chance, this can go up to the 90+% chance to evade type of thing. This will feel very good with Ghost Shrouds. Whenever we get hit, we'll get 1500 ES back. It feels great, so that's a nice defensive layer. Our defenses are -535 fire res. That's not actually our res. Currently, we are going to have permanent uptime on our bismuth and our core scanning with how we have it set up. And when we do, we have 87 max all res. This is much lower than it's going to be solely because we need a +1 all skill amulet. All I made was a +1 fire skill. I should have realized, oh wait, I need the +1 all to get to 23 purity of lightning, which would then take us up to, for sure, 89 max fire res. If not, or max lightning res, and then melting the flesh take to 89 all, if not 90 max also. That's an upgrade that'll make a big improvement to our max res that I need to do, which I'll get around to it. And then other things we have are, we now have Awaken Unbound Ailments skitterbots in the build. We have more aura effect than we did before. We have Malevolence permanently up, so we don't have to worry about pressing a Divine Blessing Malevolence support just to pop it. And so we have that for us. We also have, what was the other damage improvement we have? Oh, we have Aspect of the Spider. So we have multiple extra damage improvements, along with now being low life, so 30% more damage there. We have a helmet that technically has about 20% more damage than our gloves did previously, because previously we had 2 extra links and a +1 AoE. Now we have 3 extra links and no plus AoE. Eventually, I'd like to get this to a +2 AoE helm, but that is something where I might just craft from a fresh base, or I have to recraft these prefixes here, and I'm pretty happy with the energy shield we have on this, so I'm going to stick with that for now. So that's some of the main changes. We now have Vile Reinvigoration for the Writhing Jar check, so whenever I press Writhing Jar, it will then activate our Patient Reaper and give us way more sustain than we would have normally. And what else have I changed? Oh, we got in the Master Sapper, replenishing remedies, and charisma due to the Impossible Escape Jewel. I think this is very, very good. Get us frenzy charges, get us good sustain on our Writhing Jar, and then make it so we can get more auras into the build. That's all positive things, I would say. So, all in all, this is what the character looks like right now, and I have a showcase for you today, which is going to be a 84 Quant formed. This is kind of risky. I don't know if I should be doing Quant this high, especially since I haven't really played around with this setup of the character yet. But I'm fairly confident, even though we're 97, I don't want to lose 10% XP. I'm fairly confident we're not going to die in this. Our defensive layers are quite good. Our one weakness is physical damage. If we get hit with a spell, we have spell suppress, so we'll cut that damage in half. If we get hit with a physical attack, we evade it 85% of the time. So for the most part, Fizz won't feel too bad, but it is our weakness when there's a Fizz attack that we don't evade. it's going to hit us decently hard. There's not too many phys attacks that can hit for raw 9k, so we're probably not going to die to it no matter what, but still it's something that we have to consider as a possibility to die to. I just did a Screaming Invitation and was very sad to not get a Ashes, as always. So let's go ahead and do this formed. Hopefully, I mean, I'm not super used to pressing all the Writhing Jar and stuff, timing that well. I will get better at it. That is the goal, but all right, let's do this thing hopefully correctly. So I start out, if I press Righteous Fire and I don't have these flasks, that deletes your ES pool. It lets you know, hey, you haven't turned on your flasks. So every time when we enter a zone, these 2 flasks need to be turned on. We don't need to press them anymore after that. They basically will run the entirety of the zone as we're mapping and killing monsters. So I just need to remember, okay, I press these 2 flasks, I press Writhing Jar, I get Righteous Fire, I can then start the fight, right? That's basically the process in which we go for here. If that makes some good sense. Hopefully I explained that semi-well. One thing I should be careful of is, for sure should be careful of Phoenix. He subtracts 50 fire res, which for us that effectively means, oh, what does it mean? It means he does a lot of damage to us because we only have like 90 fire res. We're not way overcapped, so when he subtracts 50 fire res, it hurts a lot, right? It makes us go to like 40 fire res, so that's one thing you have to be careful of, is that debuff, I would say. And where's the... Okay, here's the Hydra. Hopefully we can finish him off now. Again, I'm not super used to the playstyle of these, oh, what's it called? Of the Writhing Jar, of the... My mana's a little bit rougher now. Now that I'm not on life tap, I can't just spam my traps as often. I'm gonna have to get used to the playstyle a little bit more, but our damage is definitely better. Our defenses are way better. This character has taken nothing but upgrades, and we're only gonna take it to a higher place from here as we go to do and improve gear pieces. Like, for example, right now our clusters, these are garbage clusters I bought for 10, 15 chaos a pop. We're going to improve from here. Stuff like that. There's upgrades we're going to make. Our jewels are still, they still have a decent amount of room for improvement. There's a lot of stuff we're going to do with this character that I'm excited about. Hopefully, this gives you guys a good idea of how the character is coming together as we're getting the energy shield gear switch and what I was talking about. Hey, is this even going to work with the Writhing Jar tech? It definitely works. Our sustain feels great. Our defenses feel great so far. But I've only played this character through like a map, a Screaming Invitation, and that formed. So I got to get a little bit more used to the feel of pressing the Writhing Jar on a regular basis to get those worms out to maybe give me a little bit more mana when I need to cast a spell. Stuff like that I'm going to have to get used to. But overall, I'm really happy with how this character is turning out so far, and we're only going to make it better from here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. As always, take care, Exiles. Have a good one.